Welcome to another edition of MIW. Got the D-Man here. I am glad you could join me. And today we are in the series from Neville Goddard, At Your Command. We are on page 9, and we will continue in this. Like I said, I've listened to this book here hundreds of times. I've read it many times. It's At Your Command. It's a really good book. He references the Bible, but in a scientific way, not in a religious way. I don't even like to use the word scientific, but more in a psychological way, where he takes the stories and he believes them to be the psychological drama going on in the mind of man. And he uses those to teach us how to use our mind, which I think is our largest muscle, isn't it? Unless, of course, you're a weightlifter, a giant weightlifter. To create the life that we desire, because everything begins in your mind. Whether you believe in spiritual or metaphysical or not, you have to admit that everything that you see in your outer world that was constructed or made by man first began with an idea in the mind of man. So you too can use your mind to build or be or have or become whatever you like to be. So I find this book to be of great help and instruction to achieve the desires I have in life, because unfulfilled desires are very frustrating. What is Thoreau said? Most men lead a life of quiet desperation, and they do. And then at the end of their life, what do they say? The biggest regret is not having done many of the things they wanted to do but were afraid to do. And then it's too late. You don't get another chance. Time is the most valuable thing you have. I don't care how much money you have, how little money you have, your time is the most valuable thing you have. By providing value to the world, you will receive value back. But it's like the crop of corn or the crop of beans for you farmers. You can't get a good crop unless you put the seed in the ground and wait. You have to be patient. And the same as these teachings here in this practice of metaphysical principles, it is possible, if you're far advanced and superior, enlightened, or whatever, to think of something and have it come to pass. But most of us, including myself, have not reached that level. So it takes a while. So when you start something, a thought or a desire, it takes time for that desire to grow and to become what we call a reality in our outer world. Okay? So we will go on page 9. The story of creation is given us in digest form in the first chapter of John. In the beginning was the Word. Now this very second is the beginning spoken of. It is the beginning of an urge, a desire. The Word is the desire swimming around in your consciousness, seeking embodiment. The urge of itself has no reality, for I am, or the awareness of being, is the only reality. Things live only as long as I am aware of being them. So to realize one's desire, the second line of the first verse of John must be applied. That is, and the Word was with God. Where is the Word? The Word was with God. Where is God? God is all in all, correct? It says that. Everybody says God is in everything. Okay, well, if he's in everything, then he's in me, he's in you, he's in all of us. He's in the car you see outside. God is creation. I almost hate to use the word God because it connotates so many religious, how do I say, animosities maybe, or beliefs, or inclinations that I'm not really speaking about that here. Okay, I'm using the word. It's an easy word to say. It's a common and people understand it just somewhat. Sometimes I'd prefer they didn't understand it because they understand it in the terms of religion or in the connotation of religion. That's not what I'm meaning it here. So, but it has to be alive within you first before it becomes an outer reality. What is I can't think of the name of the 7-star hotel in Dubai. Someone first created that in their mind before that became a reality. Who is it? Can't think of his name either. You got Jeff Bezos, the other guy, Elon Musk. That was all created in the mind of man. He dreamed that, he thought about it, he visualized it, he focused on it, and then when the intuition come up for him to take certain actions, he took those actions. And thus you see the manifestation, or the creation, whatever word you like to use, the creation that first started within his mind. And he is not special. The only thing that is special about him is he took action. So many of us, as Thoreau said, lead lives of quiet desperation. We have great ideas and things we want to do, but we don't do it. We're afraid what people are going to think. I don't know how to do it all, but you know how to take the first step. Like Martin Luther King said, you don't have to see the whole staircase. Just take the first step. And there is so much wisdom in that, because so many people live their lives not wanting to start their own business, not wanting to do this, well, because they're afraid. They want to do it, but they think, what if I quit? It doesn't work out. You just got to take the first step. Start doing something in the evening instead of watching TV. There's so much opportunity for online businesses now. There's never been a time in the history of man where it was so easy to become wealthy. At least in the West, the first world countries. For some of these people that live in the third world countries such as Latin, South America, Africa, it's of course more difficult. They do not have the opportunity or the advantage we have here. But if you live in a first world country and you're broke, then you're not doing anything. Simple as that. Okay, we'll continue. You're living in fear. The word of desire must first be fixed or united with consciousness to give it reality. The awareness becomes aware of being the thing desired, thereby nailing itself upon the form or conception and giving life unto its conception, or resurrecting that which was heretofore a dead or unfulfilled desire. Two shall agree as touching anything, and it shall be established on earth. This agreement is never made between two persons. It is between the awareness and the thing desired. The dog is moving around. He's at my door. Okay, we will continue until he starts going crazy. I had him locked up in the room, I thought. I'm going to have to put them outside. I love my dogs. The agreement is never made between two persons. It is between the awareness and the thing desired. So you're aware of the desire, and you have to agree and believe that you can conceive that desire. Okay, when that comes into agreement, your subconscious and your conscious mind have to be in agreement on that. Okay, you can't be saying in your mind, I can never do that. And then you do visualization, you relax, and you program your subconscious mind with affirmations, but in your thoughts, you're thinking, I could never do that. Whenever those thoughts come up, remember, you can't eliminate that by not thinking about it. You can only replace it with another thought, which would be your positive affirmation, which is directed at achieving, or which means you have achieved your goal. Always think of something that's already having it. That's a little difficult to do sometimes, but it can be done with practice. And when you first start your affirmations or your visualizations, it's not going to feel real. It almost will feel like you're lying to yourself. But if you tell yourself a lie long enough, you will come to believe it. And if you look back in your past, in your life, at things that you thought were true, you will come to find out that many times back then you were lying to yourself. Not on purpose, but you were doing it. You are now conscious of being, so you are actually saying to yourself without words, I am. I am whatever you are now. I am a YouTuber. I am an author. I am a businessman. These are things I am conscious of being. I am a, what's it called, an athlete, a weightlifter. I'm not a bodybuilder. I just stay in shape. Many things. I am a father. I am a gamer. I am whatever you happen to be. Give that some thought. You're always saying, I am. Very powerful what you put behind that. Don't say, I won't tell you what not to say, but you can figure that out yourself. Okay, now if it is a state of health that you are desirous of attaining, before you have any evidence of health in your world, you begin to feel yourself to be healthy. And the very second the feeling I am healthy is attained, the two have agreed. That is, I am in health have agreed to be one, and this agreement ever results in the birth of a child, which is the thing agreed upon, in this case, health. And because I made the agreement, I expressed the thing agreed upon. But you have to continue to believe and work towards and take the actions that you get, the thoughts. Let's say you're really sick and you've went to a couple of doctors and it hasn't worked out, but you're believing that you're healthy even though the pain's there. I've been believing for something to be healthy for quite some time, but I know that the day will come when it's gone, okay? I'm in great health, but I have a few problems from let's say it this way. I have had a few problems from sporting injuries, and actually they are better. Like my back, I hurt in a professional boxing match, and I got into it. I continually tell myself I am perfect health. And after running one day, I got this intuitive thought to do this certain stretch, and I thought, oh, that's silly. But I did it, and I started doing that, and then I found this back exercise, and the pain is almost completely gone now. I barely even know that I had problems there, but I had it for years. So, but this takes a lot of time, and sometimes we want our pain. You have to look at that too. Why have you created this? Is it for attention? Is it for because you want to escape something? That's something you always need to be looking into yourself. Okay, but to express the thing that you've agreed upon, it takes a little effort. You know, the willpower is a good thing, but the only place the will is good for is to be willing to work on changing your thinking, not to make somebody else do something. The force of will is used to change your mind, to change your thinking, and that requires a lot of will on a day in, day out basis. You must be consistent with your thoughts. You must consistently think about what you're thinking about it. And when you catch yourself in a negative conversation where you're criticizing or complaining, and I do it every day, I catch myself doing it, don't give up, just step back and start looking for something good in the situation you were previously criticizing. Very important. Okay, I hope this has been of value to you. Share it with a friend. Smash that like button and subscribe. Okay, it helps me. I appreciate all my subscribers. It says I have about 950, or I'm not sure. I got a new one the other day, but let's go for 1,000. Thank you for joining me. And if you would like to get my help personally, you can contact me at marksinspirationalguidance@gmail.com. Thanks for joining me. Have a great day.